Welcome again, Keepers of Light, and I call you that because you are just that, Keepers of Light. As I enter into this portal, I see drop away from me that which is like a coat of encoding, which is also a part of the identity which I attach to on this 3D plane. I let that go, and so too can you, and so too do you, in order to participate at this connection to higher consciousness which we are a part of now in this moment. And the message that is clear and forefront to our, which is to be of at the focus of our attention, is that there is an understanding within yourself of yourself as that which is source code. You are source code. And though it is true that every manifestation of reality is itself a part of source code, it is the recognition of how that part of source code is being experienced that differs from one soul to from all individualizations of soul that exist. And this is important to recognize because the way in which all keepers of light have been and therefore have themselves determined to be the way in which they want to experience themselves as a part of the collective of all of humankindness is to be at the point of reference of awareness, which allows for them to remember that they are, that you are source code. What we are sensing is how down upon yourselves you have been, and we want to clear up the misconception which is at the foundation of this experience of which has been keeping you from choosing to embody the understanding which is now being brought forth to you, that you are a source code. It is that there is a variation of determination of what experience will be for all, and that there are a majority of humankind beings who have come here to to meld with the encoding which has been created as a foundation to experience. And there are you, the likes of you, as keepers of light, who have come here to not only have that as an experience at the beginning parts of your existence here, but also to awaken from, or rather to step outside of that encodement so that you can realize your power in shifting that same coding. This is the work that you have come here to do, and in order for you to be able to come into the realization of that, it is important for you to understand that the judgment you have placed upon yourself as having been out of alignment to the journey which you are on is a misinterpretation of your experience, of the reality of your experience. You are in this way of coming here into this portal and reconnecting in this way with the energetics of the higher consciousness level interpretation of experience, of not just being human, but of being a part of source code. You, because of this chosen, of you continuously choosing to have this as your choice point of focus on a continual basis, allow yourselves to step aside in the way that we described at the beginning of this session. We'll call it a session. And also when we described how you are here to separate yourself from the encoding of that which already exists, that which has been experienced as the as a consequence of the general consensus to human experience. So know that even if in comparison to the experience that you witness from your own perspective of that which is the experience of many others who are here, who seem to dominate the social construct. You cannot compare yourself in this same way as having failed in any manner because you have, in many ways, uh, achieved the purpose that you came here to achieve. You, in your separation of yourself from the mainstream, were in effect participating in just the way that was necessary for you to not become a not to be in attached to at the identity point of existence to that which is the encoding, which is at the foundation of all of creation that exists here on this particular realm of manifestation, called life on earth. You had to remain a bit separated from all of that. And so your experience has not been an easy one, in that the contrast to your your to the others who seem to dominate this framework has, as an experience, been one of feeling as though you are alone. And so the other misconception that you may and have had, which will help to clear the way for you to more powerfully connect back into your sense of self as source code, is that you, in your experience of separation from that which is of the majority consensus of energetic experience, you, in your sense of aloneness, have also the belief that that the mission code, which, by the way, for all keepers of light, you have a sense of what you're that you have a sense that you have a mission. You have always come in because it is a part of your encoding. You came in with a, if not conscious, then a subconscious knowledge of your existence here as having been a part of being here to partake in a mission. And so, in the misconception was that in your sense of aloneness, you began to believe also that you would and were here alone to complete the mission alone. And so the messages here today are that, and as it has been before, that you are not alone. And not only that you are not alone, but that you are here and exist as a part of the conglomerate of energetic expression, which is a part of the awareness of higher consciousness that has come here to experience this awareness. So, the reminder here for you is that you are going to be able to accomplish your mission because you have with you the exact proportion of energetic support, which is going to be manifested as a collective of human beings like yourselves who are, along with keepers of light, here demonstrating, having acquired the ability now, demonstrating from higher consciousness what reality would look like and will look like without the attachment to the encoding of that which will not be supported by the expression of higher consciousness, which humankind is now evolving into. And so we repeat that you are not alone, and we are reminding you that you're the access point to the information which you seek will gradually come to you as you continue to participate in your as you are here connecting to the awareness of consciousness that exists within you, which you tap into as a part of the encoding which you were born with, which allows you to, in these moments, even though you have in previous times not been able to, you are now at a new point of reality, which allows for the reconnection that had to have come at this particular time for reasons that we can and will perhaps share with you in the times to come. But for now, we will leave the message here, and we look forward to our reconnection here once again, and for our further understanding and realignment to that which is available for us in terms of understanding of the source code which we are. And so I withdraw my energy from this field, from this portal. Now. So, kind of speechless, but I not speechless enough to not be able to say thank you for being here, and I feel kind of it was a very powerful session, so I feel a bit out of sorts, but I'm kind of I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to the more messages that will come forward for us in the times to come. So thank you. And until next time.